Hello and welcome to James Hennon on YouTube. Today we're making the video for the Five of Swords and following on from the series of swords. So fives, what do they stand for? Well, fives stand for changes and adjustments and dealing with conflicting situations. And swords, of course, as we know, stand for communication, thinking, truth and justice. So getting straight into this card, what we can see in this card is we've got a character here with two swords over his shoulder, one sword in his other hand, two swords on the ground, and two other characters sort of turning away from him and going away, as in the fact that they've been defeated within the fight and he's claimed all the swords. So what this stands for in a reading, if you were to get it for yourself or for a client or a friend, would symbolise that there's a lot of conflict going on in your life at the moment within your mind and within your communication, and would symbolise that it's not really working out for you the way things are at the moment. Perhaps you're feeling a bit at a loss and maybe you're feeling as if you're banging your head against a brick wall. So much needed changes are definitely required. How you're thinking about the situation is probably not very healthy. There may be a sense of self-defeat in how you see things going in your mind, and maybe within the communications side of things are likely to be very conflicting and not particularly very healthy. So the main sort of guidance for this card is to accept your limitations within a situation. Maybe approaching the way that you're thinking or the way that you're communicating isn't really bringing the results that you would hope for. So you're not going to win within this situation. If you carry on doing things and thinking things and communicating things the way that you are doing things, then you're likely to continue being at a loss. You're not going to gain anything. You're not going to get the victory you're looking for. You're going to be at a loss. So this is where it's important to make important changes and to assess a different approach. Look at things from a different perspective and, as I say, try a different way of doing something. Changes and adjustments are very much needed because with fives, it's usually irritations and conflicts and frustrations that are going on around us that basically push us into a new direction, because change is very important and change will bring more growth, more positivity, more productivity to the situations in which we find ourselves in. And of course, the Five of Swords, as with swords, is to do with communication and thinking, and also looking for the truth and justice within everything that we do. So the general advice here is to rethink things. The way you're doing things at the moment, the way you're thinking about things, or the way that you're communicating things isn't going favourably well for you. So a readjustment is needed if you're going to go forward. Otherwise, you're always going to be like these two characters in the back at a loss and not able to gain any ground or to win. The odds will be stacked against you unless you rethink things. If the character at the front of the card you think is more you, then this would symbolise that perhaps you're going for win-lose situations in your life and not necessarily acting from the best point of fairness, because if somebody loses, obviously everybody loses, because we must always aim for win-win situations as and where possible. But overall, this is about changes and adjustments that lead to progress. So that's the Five of Swords. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to James Hennon on YouTube, and also to check out James Hennon Tarot on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye-bye.